My sweet Kimberly. Ask yourself anything.
I guess my question to myself is, how do I arrive in this freest year of my life? And what does that look like? And how do I understand that as a frequency that doesn't have to be just in a finite amount of time? I've been thinking a lot and asking a lot of the women in my life, what was your most free year? Like, what is the freest year of your life?
When they answer that question, are they usually telling you a year that's in the past or the year that is actually currently present? Like, do we get more free over time?
Oh, that's a good question, too. Mostly it's been retrospective because I've been asking older women or older women who are later in career, things like that. But it is that interesting kind of gesture, I think, as writers and thinkers. Do we talk about the past? Do we talk about the present? And like, so rarely do we afford ourselves the opportunity to think about the future in a non-stress oriented way.
It also makes me think about if freedom and the path and the journey to freedom is a linear one. Like, I aspire to be more free every year that passes because I'm deprogramming a little bit more, or I am more sure in my body, or I'm more sure in my life, or whatever it is. But what's tricky about that too is that the word freedom and what it means to be free is constantly being redefined the more expansive life gets.
And it's also a question of free from what? Because like for me, I think a lot about free as this kind of frequency as opposed to freedom as this destination. Because freedom is something that then ends up in this kind of like reparation space, which means that there's an entity of power that's granting you this thing, as opposed to us, systems of self-liberation or like this constant becoming. It's a very antiquated concept to sit in freedom because it denies autonomy in some ways.
Is it always freedom from something, or can freedom also just be objective in any way?
I don't know, honestly.
We don't really have to answer any of these questions. It's just the exploration and the asking of it that allows me to kind of get more curious.
Yeah.
So, what is your relationship with the question that you're asking yourself today?
Goodness me. I'm really, truly trying to reorient my brain towards free seeking and abundance, because I think it's so easy naturally in my own kind of intersections of experience as a Black queer person to move with fear and to move with limitation. And I've been really trying to seek out, especially women like yourself, wild women. I've been trying to make sure that I am orienting myself towards liberation whenever possible, whenever plausible, and really confronting how scared I am all the time.
Yeah.
Like, the world is very scary.
Yeah, there's also, I still experience fear in just asking some of these questions out loud. So I'm going to ask you a question that I asked a group of 3 Afghan women a couple of years ago who were part of the Right to Run program, who were running the New York City Marathon with On. And it was their first time reuniting after the Taliban took over in 2021 in Afghanistan. And I was so desperate to learn from them, what does it mean for you? What does it mean to be free? So continuing the expansion of that question today, Kimberly, what does it mean for you to be free?
Feeling free has been a submission to ferality. I'm really obsessed with being feral.
Oh my God, same.
Really obsessed with being
God,
feral.
I think about this all the time. I'm like, we need more like feral children in the world.
Yeah, but it's that abundance that I think children who are growing up in sustainable environments, right? Children who are growing up in safety are particularly feral because there's an access point to oneself. And that's the destination that I'm trying to seek, is this space where I can move and dance and think out loud and say the thing and understand that I've created the conditions for not just success, but truth. And the opportunity to find these spaces to be raw. Because the more big we are, the more that we move ourselves, the more that we find these discongruent functions, discongruent from the normalcy of that's expected of us in the world. It looks like ferality to others, but for me, it looks like this constant freeing.
Feral and free, baby.
Feral and free.
I love you. Thank you.
I love you.
Now, can we eat some French fries together?
Yes.
I feed you French fry.
Love is feral. Love is kind.
I love it.